Hey guys, welcome back for another video here today. Today we're going to be trying some Mount Gay rum, and yes, you heard that correctly, that is the name of this rum right here, Mount Gay rum. What was it? This was apparently a gift from my mum that my friend forgot to give to her for a while, and well, she's allowed me to have some. So yeah, you can pick this up for about 25 quid here in the UK. This is Caribbean rum, and yes, I'm going to pronounce it Caribbean because it's a lot cooler than saying Caribbean. Caribbean rum, or Barbados rum specifically here on the label. And I'll go off of what I remember from Googling about this earlier. This rum was, I think, matured in ex-bourbon casks, and was, matured in ex-American whiskey casks, and then it finished in ex-bourbon casks. So it's going to have kind of a whiskey kind of finish and taste to it. But I'm going to try it in the Glencairn glass because, I mean, this is not a whiskey glass, but hey, it's a tasting glass. So I've already tried this with Coke, because Curtis had some videos with Coke, but I haven't tried this neat. So this is 40% ABV. Wow, one thing I've noticed about rum versus like whiskey, it's got more of a, I can smell that. It's got more of a, I'll show you up close now. No second camera today because my setup is kind of messed up, but I do have better lighting. So if you see, if I point this up here, you're gonna see better lighting on the camera, and I'm using 60 FPS. But looking at the glass here, it's got more not water, but it's not as thick as whiskey. It's a bit thinner. But give it a smell here. Whoa, sweet caramel. Yeah, sweet caramel. I'm gonna whack the smell, the tasting notes, all the notes from the taste, smell, and like the body on screen, so you guys can get a understanding of what this rum entails. Like I said, I'm gonna do different drinks, not just whiskey, rum, maybe even gin. Even though I don't drink gin neat anymore, I'll do a simple pour of it. But yeah, so sweet fruits and caramel. The tasting, or the nose tasting, the nose smell does say toffee usually. But remember, this is 40%, so generally you are going to get some ethanol smell to it at 40. Now it's not, and it's 25 quid, so it's like not bottom of the barrel, if anything. For 25 quid, or actually for me, 19 quid, you can get a bottle of Jameson Irish whiskey. My video should be out by the time you see this one about my Jameson, which I've actually drank all of it. Well, I've drank half of it because the first half was drank by Curtis. So, yeah, there you go. But, overall, it smells good. Let's go for a taste. And then afterwards, I'm going to mix this with, some Coke. If I can find it. Ooh. I usually don't drink rum straight anymore, after an incident a few years ago, but I've matured since then. Sorry, that was a bad pun. Generally, I don't drink rum neat, or even in a mixer, to be honest, because I find that most rums, rum to me, because there's different types, you have spiced, black, white. Most rum to me, I could do white rum, that's fine, mixing Coke, fine, but most, like, rum in general, I've always found tasted, too strong, or not strong, but too bitter in some cases. But this, because this is matured in American whiskey casks, so that's different to bourbon, and then finished in bourbon casks, so used. X means used, if I remember correctly, if it does up on the screen. But yeah, the taste on this, it's spicy almost. Yeah, you got a very, I can taste the ethanol. You will taste that if you do. If you take shots of this, yeah, you will. It's caramelly, fruity, and like I said, spices. It has got that whiskey hint to it. The slight whiskey, maybe it's the sweetness from the bourbon. Most bourbons are generally sweet, and most American. I've never tried a actual like American, not just bourbon whiskey before. But it does have a bit of spice to it. Overall, this is really good. Now, the name. What is the name? I don't know. I'm guessing it's someone's name. Most stuff is named after someone, like Jameson. Jameson was obviously named after, I think, John Jameson, if I remember correctly. Most drinks, most brands are named off of someone. So this is this is a Barbados Caribbean rum, 40%, and overall, it says here on the back, for over 300 years, Mount Gay has been graphically, deeply aromatic and rich rums. In Barbados' Mount Gay Eclipse blend is a rums distilled in traditional copper pot column stills and matured in American whiskey casks. And then what was it? Oh yeah, so matured in American whiskey casks, and then on their website they said finished in bourbon casks. It makes an iconic rum. What was it? Punch, or can be enjoyed with your favorite mix-up. Doesn't say anything about drinking neat, because most people who are probably drinking rum are probably not drinking it neat. So yeah, this is the Eclipse version. There are different versions which are more expensive, but let me go grab some Coca-Cola, and we'll see what the Coca-Cola does with the whiskey. Generally, I tell people, drink how you drink. If you want to mix it, you want to mix it. What was it? For example, I had a really nice Taiwanese whiskey, 80 pounds worth, and I let my mum mix it with Coke. And most whiskey snobs will be like, "You've ruined it." So I got myself my rocks glass here. I poured what was left in that other glass into here. I think Curtis has robbed the Coke. What he doesn't realize is I bought the Coke, therefore it's my Coke. So you want to be careful doing your own mixes, because pour too much in. Okay, I am going to mix this with ice though, keep this in mind. So it will slightly dilute it. I mean, this is 40%. It should be too fine. Most rums generally are like 30, 35 in some cases. So this is a pretty high proof rum. So I'll be right back. So a few weeks ago, Curtis bought these massive ice cube trays, which lets us make ice cubes this big. It's not clear ice, but Dang it. Generally put your ice cube in prior, before you put your whiskey in. And yeah, that's going to crack the ice because, one, they put it in the outhouse where the tumble dryer is, which puts out a lot of heat, so this is kind of room temperature rum. Store it at a cold place, or like a dry, cold place. So I've tried to put less in, because like as you see there, it's kind of like almost half and half, Ooh, the ice brings out more of the caramel. Yeah, ooh. This is a very easy sipping rum. Like, guys, what was it? Like Captain Morgan's, Bacardi, I can't drink that neat. I find it too sharp on the alcohol here. But this rum is very easy going. Now, that being said, if you haven't drank spirits before, or you've been mainly drinking cider and beer, it's going to taste pretty sharp. But considering I've had over 30 different types of whiskies at this point, all like 40%, 45, the highest what I've had is 54. And this is a very easygoing rum. I almost said easygoing gay for a second. Also guys, if you like these videos, I've put out a few of them now already, do you want to see them in 60 FPS, so you see if it's like a nice smooth motion going on, or do you want them in 24 FPS, which that's going to look weird, give me a second. 24 FPS or 30 FPS. I don't know, comment down below. Probably thinking, what does FPS mean? Don't worry. I'll make a video on it actually on the channel. So don't sweat. So now I've drank some of it. Let's put some Coke in. Good old Coca-Cola. If you notice this in the UK, guys, I'm attached to the bottle to recycle together. I mean, who throws away a Coke bottle without the cap? Like, who does that? I don't. Generally, I don't drink Coke anymore. It's just too sweet for me. You're probably thinking, why are you doing it right now? I'm doing it right now to give you guys an example of what it tastes like mixed, because most people drinking rum are probably going to be mixing it in cocktails. So here we go, in my lovely rocks glass, which looks really nice. Oh, mixing it with Coke, it gives you kind of a caramel Coke. Now here's the thing. So I drink, I like peated whiskey. If you've ever had peat whiskey before, it's like has a smoky taste to it, kind of peat smoke. That's what the peat is. Teachers Highland Cream. Mix that with Coca-Cola, and you got yourself a smoky Coca-Cola, which honestly, that is amazing. It fixes the Coke. It doesn't fix the whiskey. Most young people think to mix pop drinks with whiskey to tone down the whiskey taste, to fix the whiskey. When in reality, it's the other way around. You add whiskey to the pop drinks to get rid of the kind of sugars. So let's give this a taste. Ooh. Ooh, nice. I tasted Curtis's earlier, but because he's a lightweight, he put in like a single worth. Like when you go and order a drink, like a mixer, they ask you for a single or a double. Mine's anywhere between a double and a triple, because I'm a bit of a madman. The licorice of the Coke gives it an all-round finish. You could simply drink this neat or on the rocks and be completely happy. But if you want something to maybe drink a bit quicker, share with your friends, or maybe if you want something kind of more easier going, say you're 21 and or you're 18 and you just started off drinking and you're like, I don't really want to get into things neat. This is a great, honestly, probably the best rum to start. Because Bacardi rum and Captain Morgan's is kind of the, the casual, everyone knows the type of rum. Mount Gay is known by a lot of people I've talked to, but it's not something that, like, if you saw Bacardi or Captain Morgan's in the shop and you saw Mount Gay, most likely people are going to be grabbing the Bacardi and Captain Morgan's. But the Mount Gay, this Barbados rum, not bad. Yeah, it says here, Heritage Blend, Eclipse, crisp and aromatic, handcrafted by, I cannot read that name. But yeah, overall, this is actually a really nice rum. And like I said, guys, I don't really drink rum often. It's not my poison, as they would say. Let's see what it tastes like with a vape. Then you're probably thinking, really, Josh? That sounds weird. Well, just like how people pair wine with food, you'd be surprised. So, Mary Jack Kisses. This is like, I want to say it's sweet licorice. It adds some aromas to it. Does it impact it quite a bit? No. If you have one of the more powerful mods, it might. This is my lovely Argus one. Look how lovely this like pastel pink is. This is these disposables. But yeah, that has been Mount Gay, and I'm still gonna have to get used to that name. This has been Mount Gay's rum. Stay tuned for more. What was it? If you're more interested in my tech and PC and other videos, stay tuned for those. But if you really like these videos, if you want me to do more of these videos, I will, because I drink as a hobby. I don't drink to get smashed. Sometimes I do, but not all the time. But generally, I drink stuff neat for the taste, not for the thrill of being wasted. I'm 23, but mentally, when it comes to drinking whiskey and rum, I'm like 50 or something. Anyway, guys, I have been Welshman Shots. Every time I make these videos, I will do a shot of this, just not at the... Ooh, see what I mean? Ooh, I drank that quite fast. Every time I do these videos moving forward, with the Four Roses Bourbon, I didn't do it. With the Jameson, I will take a shot at the end of each video, because Welshman Shots. And when I showed my friend my channel, they were like, oh, are you doing like shots of whiskey and drinks? And I was like, no, camera shots. And he's like, oh. I was like, well, that's a great name anyway, so I might as well use it. So yeah, every time I make a video, I will take a shot of whatever I'm drinking. And if I ever get to absinthe, we are not doing a shot of that. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you all later.